So first, before I just get into the show in general, I want to talk about some standouts to me on the show. There was about 60 rappers, I think, from beginning to end. So I'm just going to talk about a few. There was a lot who impressed me this in season, but these are just the people who I remember off the top of my head. Well, I wrote them down off the top of my head so I could repeat them. But so first, I want to start with like the newer artists who I didn't really know at all. No Sun is a standout. Old Sun, obviously. Shy Boy Toby, I became a really big fan of him off of this show. I listen to his music every day, so there's that. Rob Sandu, he was super cool, and I'll talk more about other members of Okashi later. Marv, he stood out to me as well. Like I said, he reminded me a bit of Nuxlaw with his sound, the sound of his voice. I think I just posted that on my Tumblr. I don't think I said it in the videos yet because he didn't make it to the performances, unfortunately. Wish we could have saw more of him. He was really promising, but unfortunately the way the show was set up, he didn't make it that far, so that's unfortunate. Domyo, obviously, she made it all the way to the end, so I'm glad to see that. Young Kyle, again, also made it to the end. Very proud of him. Drain K, he stood out too. I think he was one of the best on the show. Hippie Kunda, she stood out as well. She was voted 8 out of 60, so obviously a lot of people on the show really liked her. She was really talented, so it's always nice to see another female rapper come in. Then JP from the Infinite Chat Cypher, he like really showed everybody what he's about, put himself on the map. Glad to see him. And he performed well in the performances too, so I'm glad to see him make it to the finals and even win. Shout out to him. And then KP, he's another one who was gone way too soon. Very unfortunate, but we'll talk about that mission a little bit later. But right now I'm going to talk about the people who stood out to me that I already knew of, but I wasn't really that much into, or I wasn't that big of a fan. Okashi in general, so Jeffrey Wright and Mason Home. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that much of Mason Home because he voted himself in. He asked his team to get sent in. I don't know why he wanted to leave so soon. Maybe he realized the show was going to be too intense. They were going to be staying there, so he was like, yeah, I'm out. I see why he left. I definitely see why after watching this whole show. He made a pretty good decision. But yeah, he's one who stood out to me along with Jeffrey White. I didn't really know much about Okashi, so it was nice to see Jeffrey White, Mason Home, and Raf Sandu on the show. So shout out to the producer of the show for putting them on and letting us see more of them. Also Trey B, I listened to him here and there. I've seen him on some featuring songs with like Polo to Red and Fleeky Bang, obviously, with My Name Is. So it was nice to see him as well. He performed really well throughout the show and he stood out. And of course, Lucci Gang, another female rapper. I feel like she was gone too soon. Poor Block 5, they had so much going for them, but it didn't work out in the end. Shout out to them. They actually have another song called Ambush, I think, and I didn't review that one, but shout out to Lucci Gang. I'm gonna keep looking out for her, and I knew about her before the show a little bit, so I'm definitely looking forward to her. She's so talented. Finally, it's the people that I already knew about and I was already a fan of. So that's Fleeky Bang, obviously, Loopy, and Han. Han did amazing in like every challenge. He was incredible. But then I want to go back to Fleeky Bang. I think 2025 is the year where Fleeky Bang needs to get a KHA, a K-Hip-Hop Award, Korean Hip Hop Award. There's so many different categories that he could be nominated in. So last year he didn't win Best New Artist because Shy Boy Toby came in, but I think he would be a good candidate for music video of the year, probably album of the year because of Akuma or The Predator 2. Song of the year with My Name Is, and potentially Artist of the Year too. I don't know how it's gonna fall. Artist of the Year is gonna have some really stiff competition, but there's a lot of things Fleeky Bang could be nominated for this year, and honestly he should be nominated. This is crazy because 2 years ago I would have never said something like this, but I feel like he's shown himself to be very talented and very prolific. He keeps putting out stuff. He keeps showing how good he is and that he's not just like this one-hit wonder, and he keeps showing the world what he's got. So he did well on Rap Public too. So I would be really interested in seeing Fleeky Bang get something at the KHAs, or at least be nominated for a lot of stuff. And so That's all I want to say for that. Next, who I wish we would have saw more of, X Wally, Daniel G. Call, Leo, KP, and Marv. Unfortunately, in Leo's situation, I feel like he didn't really get to show that much of himself because he didn't do that good in the first mission. Obviously, Daniel G. Call, it took a while for them to be seen after the first episode. And I don't even think they showed his performance on the first episode. There's also one more person. Who was it? Vin. I wanted to see Vin too. Those are the ones I wish I saw more of. So now we'll get into like Rat Public in general. A lot of this show is really good. I think the producers did a great job as far as like making sure the missions were fresh and interesting. It kept everybody on their toes. I don't think anybody knew what to expect. Them having to like live together for a period of time and form these teams, like you could tell like they got really close and it really had an emotional impact on them. So, but what I will say is it was fun to watch once, but they probably need to get rid of that mission where they have the leaders compete and then they eliminate based on the leader's performance. That one's a bit too cruel. So like there's already enough moments at the show where the people can cry at and get close at and be, obviously you want to see them have emotional reactions, whether that's getting mad, being passionate or crying or being sad, whatever, because like that's what makes the show interesting to the viewers, obviously. But some things are just a bit too cruel, and I think that mission, I think that's enough of that. I think they should leave that out, come up with something new. But other than that, I think the show was great. They did a great job. If we get a season 2, we probably will, because this is a good one. Shout out to them. That's all I have to say for now. I will see you guys in the future. Like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.